Good morning. Let's rock side to side. And start a big, big circle all the way around. Big, big circle, leaning as far forward as you can. That's right. And switch, go the other direction. Big circles. Lean all the way forward, lifting your sit bones off the chair. And make your spiral smaller. Bring yourself to center, centering it up. Smaller, 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 nice and tiny. A little internal spiral. And switch the direction of your little internal spiral. Inhaling, filling up all the way to the bottom of your toes. Exhaling, letting everything just kind of melt out your feet. Inhaling, filling up air through every cell all the way down to the soles of the feet. Exhale, imagine it just draining out the bottoms of your feet, the bottom of your thighs, anything touching. Inhaling, filling up. Exhaling, draining out. As you continue your inhales to fill and your exhales to drain, imagine that you become lighter as you drain out more junk. Releasing out stress, releasing out anger, fear, releasing out any worries, any to-do lists for the day. Letting our body be nice and light. Replacing all those negative thoughts and emotions with some joy. I want you to inhale your right arm next to your body all the way up. Reach. Exhale, float it out, open and down. Inhale it next to your body all the way up. Exhale it out and down. Inhaling it up. Exhale, let it float down. Let's switch sides. Left arm comes up the side of the body, up tall. Exhale, float out and down. Inhale, sliding it up, close to the body, close to the face, up. Exhale, float down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling it down, alternating right side up and down. Left side, inhale up and down. Right side up and down. Left side up and down. And roll your shoulders around. Take them to the back. Take them forward. Switch again to the back. And forward. Center yourself up on your chair. Lengthen tall through your spine. Draw in through your belly to have a nice support. Take a deep breath and make everything tight. Tight, 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 tight. Your feet, your butt, your hands, your shoulders, everything tight. And relax. So on your inhale, you're going to tighten. On your exhale, you're going to soften. Breathing in and tighten. Exhale, let it relax. Inhale and tighten. Exhale and relax. Inhale, tighten, breathing in. Exhale and let it relax. And just soften your breath. Relinquish control. Drop your right ear to the right side. Tuck your chin forward. Pause. Breathing into this left back side of your neck. And slowly draw back. Lift the chin tiny bit. Breathing into the front of the throat. And forward. And back. And forward. And back. This time as you take it forward, slowly roll it all the way to the center. Hold it at center, let your head drop. Feel the opening of the spine and the neck. Imagine that each vertebrae opens up a little bit more. Provide some more space. You can move slightly. Feel the muscles on either side of the neck. Stretch, contract, relax. And slowly start to roll to the left. Stacking your ear over your shoulder. Pausing for some breath. Slowly tuck your chin forward. Pausing for a breath. Into the back of your neck, next to your spine. Slowly start to roll back in space, lifting the chin slightly. Don't go so far that you get any crunching, popping. Move the stretch to the front, towards the throat. And then come forward and back. Feel as if the stretch walks your neck from the front to the back, walking across each muscle. And on your next forward, go ahead and roll it all the way forward. Pause in the center. Sweep your nose from side to side slightly. Keep sweeping it as you start to stack your vertebrae, bringing your head back up to float on top. Make big nose once you get up. Turning the head left and right. Pause with your head facing right. Bring your left arm out to the side at shoulder level, and I want you to flip the palm so it's facing the ceiling. Drop your shoulder away from your ear, a little bend in your elbow. Slowly start to lower. Palm remains facing ceiling. Elbows bent, squeezing into the body. Relax and twist your knob next to your hip. Twisting all the way up from the shoulder. Twisting in and out. Twist in as far as you can, rolling your shoulder forward in space. And then twist out as far as you can, opening up your shoulder. Relax your hands, your fingers, your arm, shake it out. Drop your chin down, lift your chin up. Neutral and big nose, side to side. And take it over to the left and hold. Bringing your right arm out to the side, palm is lifted up towards ceiling. Softened gaze or closed eyes, whichever feels better. Shoulders away from the ear. Slowly begin to lower down. Palm remains towards ceiling. Once it's at your side, start twisting. Feeling the shoulder roll forward and back as you twist through the entire arm, fingers, wrist, elbow. Twist inward as far as you possibly can. Shoulder rolls forward slightly. And then twist back as far as you can. Feel a stretch across the neck as your shoulder rolls slightly backward. And then gently relax hands, fingers, arm, returning to your lap. Duck chin down. Lift chin up. Back to neutral, big no. Big no. Nice and gentle, slow. Releasing any tension. Head face forward, dip your chin down. Start to roll the shoulders up towards your ears. Pull the belly in like you got a bowling ball in your belly. Rolling forward, pull the belly in tighter. And then stack from low back, mid back, upper back, neck, head. Chin comes up. Chin goes back down, rolling forward. Shoulders come up, rolling in, pull the belly in, come forward. And then stack and sit back up tall. Chin comes up on the top, rolling forward. Starting to match your breath with your movement. Inhale as you come up tall, chin up. Exhale as you start to roll forward, dropping chin, pulling belly in, pushing the rest of that air out. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Stacking on your next inhale to sit up nice and tall. Scoot your body forward. Alrighty, so we're going to use us here, we're going to use bolsters. Y'all at home need a pillow of some kind. You can do it one of two ways. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can get your face out of the way. You can hug it in tight this way as well, if going forward is too uncomfortable. So everybody at home, you get to hug a pillow. So you're going to hug the pillow so that you open up your back and draw your shoulders in as far as you can. So even a smaller pillow would work fine. And we are going to pull our belly in and we're going to drop over. That imaginary bowling ball is no longer imaginary. So tuck it in as tight as you can get it. Your arms drape over. The gravity is drawing our arms forward, our shoulders, pulling our shoulders apart, the weight of our arms. when you're hugging the pillow at home, you're drawing them away from each other. Let your head hang. I have to keep mine up a little bit because of the microphone. But let your head hang. Those at home, you can drop your head into the pillow if you would like, opening up through the spine. Breathe. We have the back opened up. We're going to open up the front. Slowly start to stack your spine. Draw your shoulder blades back together. Those holding the pillow, just hold it in your lap. Shoulder blades together, chin up, heart up. Breathe, pull the belly in. Keep the pillow or bolster close to your belly so you don't let your belly fall out. And start to squeeze your pillow or drape yourself back over your bolster. Rounding your back. Breathing in and feeling the breath move down the spine to the tailbone. Breathing out, releasing through the glute, draining out of the body. Start to stack one vertebrae at a time, drawing shoulder blades back together, lifting your chin, squeeze shoulder blades, lift the heart, keep the bolster pulled into the belly or the pillow pulled into the belly. And slowly stack your spine up nice and tall. And relax. Put your doodad, whatever you have, to the floor. Shake it out. We're going to do some more stuff with the bolster and or pillows today. Let's stand for our balance. We're going to put the chair off to one side so that we don't kick anything on the other side. We're going to do some of our old school balance. My nose itches today. So standing next to your chair or whatever you're using, put the weight on that foot. Draw your toes in close so your toes are touching, but there's no weight on them. Lengthen up nice and tall. Imagine you're being stretched from the crown of your head, opening up through the ankle, through the hip, through the neck, nice and tall, drawing the belly in because you're being stretched. And then lift those toes off the floor, point the toes towards the floor, thighs parallel with the floor. Stir the pot. Imagine the thigh stays locked in place. It's just from the knee, go the other direction. And pause. Open your knee to the outside. Find a focal point. Keep the knee bent, but bring the thighs back together. Foot's in the back, pointed toe. Draw a circle in the back. Other direction. And relax, weight on your foot. Switching sides, turn around or switch legs. Standing weight on the closest side of the chair, hold on. Point your toe, but don't put any weight on it. Just touch the floor and then start to feel that lengthening being pulled up. Belly drawn in, chest is lifted slightly, gaze is soft. Keep the toe pointed and lift the knee up. Breathe, keep that elongation through the body. Start to stir the pot. Go the other direction. Your pot may be smaller than mine. That's okay. Pause, open the knee out to the side. Trying not to rotate your whole body. Keeping the knee bent, bring the thighs together. And stir in the back. Other direction. And relax. Woo. Good stuff. All right, let's go to the floor. We're going to start seated. Grab your pillow also. Or your bolster. Y'all have your bolsters. We're going to start seated. So we're going to start with this kind of position. Both knees are bent, feet are off to me for the right side. And I'm going to bring this pillow or bolster to this side of me, to my knee side of me. Yes, we are going to use it to lean on. They've already started leaning. So we're actually going to roll over. So here's how that's going to work. So you want to have the bolster at your knee. We're going to straighten this leg and we're going to roll over and use this for support. So we're getting some stretch into the back of that bent leg. You can lay completely over it. If you want, if you feel like you could do more stretch, you could actually lift your hip up off and roll to where you're right up over the top of it, or you can keep that hip on the floor, whichever you'd like to do. And I want you to hold this stretch for 5 breaths. You could have a pillow between your leg and your belly. You could kind of lean on a chair, trying to find the position that's most restful for you without forcing too much stress. Breathe. Once you finish your 5th breath, you can roll back off of your hip, press yourself up, draw this knee back in, shake him out. We're going to do the other side. So both feet to one side to start, bolster at your knee. And then as you start to roll over to the bolster, you're going to straighten that back leg just to release any tension in it. And you may start one way and then you may feel like you could go further and you start rearranging. Breathe into your hip, your glute, 5 breaths from now. Feeling everything ease out as you continue with your breath. Draining the tension out of the leg. At the end of your 5th breath, you can roll back, coming to seated. Drawing your knee back in, sitting up tall, releasing both legs out forward. Shaking them out. Good job. I'm so proud of you. All right. We're going to sit feet together. Sit up tall. Your feet could be as far away or as close as you would like. If you feel like it's too much stress in the inner thigh and you need some support, you can put bolster up underneath there. You can roll a blanket and stick it up underneath there so that you can feel like you're relaxing. Even though mine aren't touching, it doesn't hurt. I don't feel any stress in it. So it doesn't have to touch, just as long as you're not feeling any stress through the hip joint or through the inner thighs. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to breathe like we did in the chair. Close to our body, right hand inhale up. Exhale down. The longer you sit here, the more you might start to feel stress. Inhale up. Exhale down. So use the support device if you need it. Inhale up. Exhale down. Switch sides. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One more. Breathe up. And relax. Deep breath. Inhale up through the crown. Exhale, hinge forward slightly. Hold on to the shins, the feet. Just don't round over. Stay tall. Pulling forward. Wiggle your toes. Release the stress from your feet. Rock a little bit side to side or not. Feels good for me to rock in a deep stretch. Inhale all the way up. Forward again on your exhale. And hold. Tall spine lengthening through the crown of your head. Two more breaths. This one we're going to roll to come back up. So pull the belly in, rounding the back. Start to stack the spine one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up. Relax shoulders, lengthen through crown, help your knees back up. Take them out and shake them out. All right, we're going to roll onto our back. Get all your junk out of the way. Center yourself up, rolling onto your spine. Good stuff. You can either draw your knees into your chest and roll around a little bit, or you can just rock your knees, your feet on the floor, and rock your knees back and forth a little bit. Walking your feet to the outside edges of your mat. We're going to do some flopping. We're going to do some passive stretching. Just going to let our legs fall to one side and hold it for several breaths. So the longer we hold it, the more you might need some support. So if you need a blanket under your thigh, we're going to go to the right first. Taking both knees to the right, roll up on the outside edges of your feet. Letting your legs relax over to the side. And then take your arms in a T position, opening them up wide. Back of the hands on the floor. If you feel too much stress in your low back, you can put something underneath your right outer thigh, bringing the floor closer to you, giving you some support. You're going to hold this and breathe nice, even, deep breaths, 5 of them. Turn your head to the left. Imagine filling up all the way to the soles of your feet, tips of your fingers. Exhaling and letting it drain out. Draining out of every part of the body that's touching the floor. Of course, because I'm talking, I lose track of my breath. To come back up, I want you to squeeze your butt, squeeze your belly, pull your belly into your spine to assist your knees coming back up, head facing ceiling. You can relax your arms if you would like while we do a little more flopping, releasing tension. All right, both knees are going to go to the left if you need support underneath the left thigh. If your back tells you that's too much weight being pulled towards the floor, use a support device, a blanket or a block, or even a bolster pillow. Open the arms up out to T, palms facing the ceiling. Turning your head to face right. Head and knees are in opposite direction. Taking nice deep breaths, holding for 5 breaths. Inhaling, feel as if the air fills up all the way to the tips of fingers and toes. Exhaling, draining out of the body. Relaxing the toes. On your 5th exhale is where you're going to squeeze your butt, pull the belly in to push all the air out, and pull knees up. You can go back to flopping when you finish your 5 breaths. We're going to walk our feet together. Straighten your right leg out, foot flexed. Take the right arm overhead, same arm, same leg. You're going to reach in opposite directions. I want you to slide your right leg over to the left side a little bit. And I want you to reach your right finger, right arm up over to the left side. We're opening the right side of our body, creating a little arc. Trying to relax your left shoulder, left hip, left leg. Breathe into your belly, stretching through that side body. Relax the toes on the right foot. Relax the fingers on the right hand. Slowly bring your arm and leg back into alignment. Slide your arm down. Slide your foot up. Slide left foot out this time. And left arm up. Reaching them in opposite directions. Feeling nice and long. And then bring your left leg over to the right a little and your left arm over to the right a little. And I moved my head out of the way and actually moved my head over a little bit so I can create more length on the side. Once you've created that length, go ahead and let your hand and foot relax. Try and relax your right glute, your right shoulder. Breathing into the side of your body, nice belly breaths. Gently start to realign everything. Center them back up, hips and shoulders, arm down, leg up. Just rock a little bit side to side with your hips. Bring the right knee into your chest, holding onto the shin or to the back of the thigh. And I want you to use your arms to pull it in nice and tight. Try not to take it off to the side of the belly. Bring it right over the right side of the belly. Feel the back press into the floor. Feel strong arms. Relaxed leg, relaxed foot, relaxed hip. Pulling with the arms. Then lengthen through the crown of the head, making your body long, giving more space for breath. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lift your head, nose to the knee, squeeze. All breath out. Slowly lower back down. Flex your foot, press the foot to the ceiling. Your leg is not going to be perfectly straight. Breathe, holding on to the thigh. Flexed foot, roll the big ankle around, big rolls. Nice strong flex, a nice strong point, big circles around. Nice, slow. Go the other direction. And relax. Bend the knee back into the chest. Slide the left leg out straight. We're going to roll over to the left. So left hand comes on the outside. Right arm goes to the floor for your push. Pull the belly in, squeeze the butt, and roll hips. Flex both feet. Chest is open towards the ceiling. Breathe. Two more breaths. Slowly roll yourself back. Nice and slow. Sending yourself back up. Draw the left knee in and place the right foot on the floor, holding on the shin or behind the thigh. Pull into the body nice and strong. Relax the foot, relax the thigh. Use the strength of the arms to pull it in nice and tight. Trying not to go out to the side of the body, but right over the front. Lengthen through the crown to provide more space for breath. If you have to pee, you probably know it now. Squeezing in tight into that bladder. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, lift your head, nose to the knee, push the air out. And then slowly lower back down. Holding behind your thigh, flex your foot and take your foot to the ceiling. And then big circle, strong flexes, strong points. Big, 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 big circles all the way around. But go nice and slow. Feel the stretch in the whole foot, the calf, the shin, the toes, go the other direction. And relax, bring the knee back into the chest. Straighten out the right leg. We're going to roll. Right hand on the outside of the thigh, left arm on the floor. Squeeze butt. Hold, draw belly in. We're going to roll right. Flex both feet. Lengthen through the crown. Keep your building strong, hips stacked on top of each other. Feet flexed strong. Breathe 3 breaths. Then slowly start to roll back. Really, really, really slow. Keeping the abs engaged to control the roll. Keep from flopping over. Once you're over, draw your right knee back in. Do a little roll. Uncross your feet, but keep your feet touching each other. Open your knees. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw them back in. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw them back in. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw them back in. Inhale, open and hold. Feet touching, soles of the feet touching or outside edges. Draw the belly in, push your low back into the floor. Run your hands down your shin, reaching for your ankles. Happy baby. Getting down as far as you feel comfortable, and then open your knees up so the feet go to the ceiling. You can hold your shins, you can hold your ankles, you can hold your feet, your big toes. Breathe. You can stay still or you can rock side to side. Don't worry about falling over. You can always get back up. Push off with your knee. Center yourself up. Release your feet, bend your knees, draw your knees in. Give yourself a couple of rolls. Release any tension. And there's your Shavasana sound. So prepare yourself. Get all your creature comforts, your blankets and bolsters, pillows, whatever you need. Finding yourself supported. I want you to tune into your breath. Tune into that center core of your being when we were having a little spiral, that little center core that was spiraling around. I want you to feel that center movement. Feel your breath hug into the center of your body. And imagine that it drains down that core of your being. Trying not to take control of our breath, just letting our breath be. but feeling as though our breath fills up every cell of our body. Feeling as though our cells are full of oxygen, plump. They have everything they need, ready to do their individual jobs. And as they work and slave away, the waste product just drains out of the body, preparing for another breath to fill that cell right back up. Creating this image in your mind of your body filling up each individual cell with breath. And as they shrink slightly and drain out, almost as if your whole body breathes in a wave motion of inhale and exhale. Mystified at the way we've been created, the way our body functions and works without our cognitive thought, without our instruction of telling it to digest, telling it to breathe. It just does what it does. Thankful for the body that we've been given and the way that it works. Vowing to support that system. Draw your awareness from the body to the room that you are in. Taking in sounds, smells. Almost as if you're pressing out the boundaries of your breath. Pressing back out a little bit further into your community. Feeling the whole community breathe as one. Support each other. Recognize each other. Work together. Pressing out to your city as you breathe. Feeling as if you're filling up the whole city with breath. Press out a little bit further into your state, being aware all the communities, all the towns together, working together for a common goal. Press your breath out to encompass the world. Feel the world breathe as one. Feel the world struggle to survive. If you were the world entity, what would be your worries, your fears? Would you be protective? Pressing that breath out into the universe, encompassing solar systems and stars, planets and suns. Remembering that we are just a small part of all of this. But yet we are an important part. Important to the person next to us. Important to the community that we're in. Important to our city, our globe, and our solar system to continue through breath. Gently begin to narrow your awareness, releasing the solar system, releasing the earth, releasing the state, the city, as if your breath bubble is getting smaller and smaller, releasing your community, your room, and feeling your breath press against your skin, expanding your body, filling up every cell. Each individual cell has a job, a purpose, a need, a desire. Each individual cell in our body can be representative of us being a part of this world. Each one is needed, yet we may not know why. Each one has its own struggles, its own fears, worries. Each one is flawed. Yet each one continues on to do the next right thing. Feel your skin breathe. Feel your body contract. Drawing into that center core again. Feeling your breath hug through the center of your being. Feeling that center from the crown of the head down into the pelvic floor. Feel your breath hug your heart. Heart full of emotion, heart full of worry, of joy, all spinning and swirling together. Finding balance between them all. Take a nice deep breath, fill your lungs all the way up. Exhale and stretch your fingers and toes really wide. Make sure you get some stretch between the webbing of all fingers. So move them a little bit, webbing between the toes. Make a fist, big breath. Exhale, open, stretch. Begin wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, roll wrists, roll ankles. Bend and straighten elbows and knees. Squeeze and release glutes. Shrug shoulders, arch and contract the back. Turn the head side to side. Find a little bit of movement between every joint you have. Motion is lotion. Get the body woken back up. Ready for movement, ready for the day. Straighten out your arms and legs and take a deep breath and stretch. And relax. Let's just do the right side only. Stretching on the right side, opposite directions. And relax. Left side, big breath, stretch. And relax. Gently draw one knee at a time into your chest. You can roll or just sit still for a moment. And you're ready, roll over onto your side. Stack your hips, shoulders, knees. Support your head. Give your body a moment to balance its equilibrium. Either today or tonight, I want you to look up into the sky and I want you to imagine the vastness that's above us. that's all around us, remembering that each one of us is important. Gently press yourself up into a seated position. Cross leg or straight leg. Wake up our spines for some more movement today. Right arm is going to inhale up and over to the left, and then exhale back down. Inhale, left side up and over right, and back down. We're going to do 2 more times on each side. Right up and over, and left up and over. Use your breath. 1 more on each side. Right up and over, and left up and over. And both arms all the way up. Lengthen tall, reach through the fingers. Exhale down. Both arms inhale, reach up through the fingertips. And exhale down. 1 more full breath, inhaling all the way up. Reach through the fingers. Exhale down. And then our final breath for our practice. Breathing all the way up. Hands come together overhead. Exhaling them down to our chest as we flutter our eyes open. And namaste.